it's funny how you got to be uh, real careful how you divulge information, because if they would said, "Hey, that's tampering. Why would he tell that guy that?" What do you mean? He's trying to educate me, but it's contrary to what you want me to believe, and it puts a hiccup in your agreement. So that's tampering. Now you want to sue him for being honest with me?
Oh my God.
They didn't do that, but I'm saying that those are the kind of things that happen. So anyway, when that happened, um, I, I mean, we were real close to Marley's family, man, and close to Marley, man. He's still like a brother to me. And Belle and his sister Claire and his mother, God bless her, said the dad, she's gone now. Howard and Kendra and Dushan and Danielle and that's how we used to do family. It wasn't just in the studio. Like whenever there were family events, we were kind of around.
Yeah, Eric said he used to babysit the kids for.
Yeah, all of that. I first seven series BMW. These cars will get me in trouble. First 7 Series BMW I got to drive. Biz bought one, and I think he crashed Molly's wife's Pathfinder, and so Molly's like, "Yo, man, I gotta have a car to drive," and so Biz gave him the 7 Series. So Molly's family reunion was down in Columbia, South Carolina. I'll never forget it. Me, Trash, Intelligent Hoodlum, I think he calls himself Gaddafi now. Me, him, and Marley drove down to Columbia, South Carolina for his father's family reunion. And first time I got to drive a BMW 7 Series. And I loved it. I loved it so much I ran up on the back of a state trooper on 95, 130 miles an hour. Thank God he didn't take me to jail. But yeah, so we rolled like that as family, man. So yeah, when it happened, it was kind of, I felt like all I needed to do is explain to me, okay, and I got it. They came to you, Marley Marl. I understand the toll and the homage. I think the situation that really made everything fall apart was we got signed by Lil Silas, the one who signed New Edition.
Yeah,
And
MCA, yeah. Louis
yeah,
House Jr. Yeah.
and Lou, yeah. So Lou called us and he said, "Hey man, I need a version of It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday." He's like, "Man, I'm
The
not gonna
House
pay
Party
for it."
soundtrack.
Yeah, right. He said, "I'm not gonna pay Boyz II Men." He said, "I got some guys right here." He said, "Man, yo, go to work." So, we hype. Marty goes and he does the beat, and start playing the chords and everything, figure out the harmonies and everything. So Lou calls back the next, we send it to Lou, and Lou was like, "Nah, man." He said, I like that. That's cool, but I'm looking for something like what they did, but not what they did, but y'all doing y'all. He said, "I can't use the hip hop version, not for because the scene is when he goes out to the graveyard to visit his father's tombstone, and music plays back." So Molly, we were all kind of dejected, like, "Oh man, we're gonna miss opportunity." So I told Cliff and Eric, I said, "Hey man, um, meet me back here tomorrow at 12 o'clock." I said, I'm gonna go home and work on something." So I went home and redid everything over and kind of did it in the fashion of what I thought Lou was looking for, and came back and we started recording it. And I think Molly came down one time. He said, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" So, "Oh, I went home and did the music over. I think you will like this, and we're doing the vocals." So he just kind of looked. He went on back upstairs. So we sent it to Lou. Lou was like, "Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's it." So we booked a session. We went over to mix it. Frank Heller, I think, was engineer that mixed it. Molly came in. He did the drops in a couple of places, whatever. So, we get the soundtrack and we open the cover and we're reading through the credits, and it says produced by Marley Marl, background vocals by The Flex, keys by Darren Lighty. And I was like, "Hey man, I thought, why didn't I get production credits?" Because, he said, "Because they asked me to do it." Like, yeah, but we did it together. So why couldn't it just say co-produced by me then? Why did it just say, you know, and he was like, hey man, that's how the business is, you know. And I think he felt some kind of way about me questioning him, you know, and we just he's like, hey man, if you don't like it, you can go back to Sandman selling keyboards, you know. And I kind of thought like, wow, that's all I mean at this point after all that success we've had. And I was thinking from the perspective, if we had a disagreement or we had a misunderstanding, we would work to save the relationship, you know, and not let the business be the thing that, but yeah, that was my first lesson, not in this business, you know, so things just kind of fell apart.
I know Eric said that for him, it was the contract that Marley wanted you guys to sign, that he said, and he also felt like, wait a minute, I'm babysitting your kids with family. And all of a sudden you're signing a contract that was hard for him because he was talking about his own, that was like, wait a minute, we're family, and you know, you're doing us like this, and yeah. And
you know, and not for nothing, and I need to say this, it was a tough period, it was a tough time, but in no way am I not grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
In no way do I think any less of him as a great producer and a musician. You know, the only thing that I wish I would have been given is the opportunity to understand what the cost was. Doesn't say I wouldn't pay it, but as long as I knew what the cost was, it's like anything else, you know. You have to give a person, I believe, you have to give them the opportunity to decide if 5% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Everybody's not going to look at that way, but at least give them that right.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
And somewhere in between
us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay.
They understand what those boys do in the
Play it.
These guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.